We've been dating for 4 months, and I think that's too soon to meet her parents.
This is like a level 3, step well level 2. Can I get a rolling? This is like a level 3, step well level 2. Can I get a rolling? This is like a level 3, step over level 2. Can I get a rolling? This is like a level 3 stuff over level 2. Can I get a ruling?
So that's like level 3 stuff. We're at level 2. Can I get a ruling?
This is like a level 3 stuff over level 2. Can I get a ruling? This is like a level 3 stuff over level 2. Can I get a ruling? I told myself. 그밖에 기억이 안 난다.
And I thought to myself, I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that.
I thought to myself, I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I thought to myself, I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I thought to myself, I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I thought to myself, I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I thought to myself, I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I thought to myself, I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that.
And I thought to myself, I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. Never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with women like that. I will never know what it is to be with women like that. I will never know what it is to be with women like that. I will never know what it is to be with women like that. I will never know what it is to be with women like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that.
I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. with 음원 때문에 닫고 있는 거야, 그 다음에가. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. 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 I don't know. I will never know what it is to be a woman like that. I don't know. I will never know what it is to be a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I thought to myself, I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I thought to myself, I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I thought to myself, I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that. I thought to myself, I will never know what it is to be with a woman like that.
And at that exact moment, the woman spun twice, teetered over, and fell right into my lap.
Teetered over.
That was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. That was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. That was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap.
Right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your head. There was a story about how things there was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap.
That was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap.
Right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. How sometimes things fall. How sometimes things fall. There was a story about how sometimes things fall. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your head. Right into your lap. Right into your lap. Right into your lap. Right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. How sometimes things fall like right into your lap.
That was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. That was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. That was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap.
There
That
was
was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap.
There was a story about how sometimes there was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your head, right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was sometimes how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes fall right into your lap. There was a story about sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about sometimes things fall right into your lap. How sometimes things fall right into your lap.
We're down there with Aaron Andrews. There's a picture.
There was Trev, but I knew you were a singer. I knew you were a singer. There was Trev, but I knew you were a singer. There was Trev, but I knew you were a singer.
No, that was a trap, but I knew you were seeing.
No, that's a trap, but I knew you were a singer. I knew you were a singer. I knew you were a singer. We've been dating for 4 months since I think that's too soon to meet our parents. We've been dating for 4 months since I think that's too soon to meet our parents. We've been dating for 4 months since I think that's too soon to meet our parents. We've been dating for 4 months since I think that's too soon to meet our parents.
We've been dating for 4 months, and I think that's too soon to meet her parents.
We've been dating for. We've been dating for. 이거 배고프지?
And at that exact moment, the woman spun twice, teetered over, and fell right into my lap.
There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap.
That was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap.
There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. Right into your lap. Right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. There was a story about how sometimes things fall right into your lap. I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he talked to you first. I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he talked to you first. I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he talked to you first. 아이고야. I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he talked to you first.
I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he's talked to you first.
Until he's talked to you first. Until he's talked to you first. Until he's talked to you first. I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he's talked to you first. I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he's talked to you first. I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he's talked to you first. I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he's talked to you first. I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he talked to you first. I have strict orders from Charlie not to say anything until he talked to you first. Mr. One makeup boy just walked into my office, so I need to walk him through this. Mr. One makeup boy just walked into my office, so I need to
Henry,
walk
let's
him
make
through
sure
this.
you know that.
Mr. Will McAvoy has just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this.
Mr. Will McAvoy has just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this. Wait, Mr. Webmaker has just stepped into my office, so I need to welcome through this. Wait, Mr. Webmaker has just stepped into my office, so I need to welcome through this. 해주를 왜 안 말하지? 해라고 그러네 그냥. Mr. Will McAvoy has just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this. Mr. Will McAvoy has just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this. Mr. Will McAvoy has just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this. Mr. Will McAvoy has just stepped into my office, so I need to walk him through this.
Where's my staff? The answer to that question has several parts. First, we're going to try Elliot out at 10 o'clock. He's starting in 2 weeks.
뿅. 오.
First, we're going to try Elliot out at 10 o'clock. He's starting in 2 weeks.
무슨... 하나 왔는데 11분이 걸렸어. 리뷰, 아니, 어차피 이거는 섀도우이니까 시간이 오래 걸릴 수밖에 없어.
Question: How long do we have to act?
Do you mind if I take this? Take this? Do you mind if I take this? Take this? Do you mind if I take? Do you mind if I take?
Oh, Todd Packer, terrific rep. Do you mind if I take it?
Do you mind if I take it? Do you mind if I take it? Do you mind if I take it? Do you mind if I take it? Do you mind if I take it?
So do you think we could keep a lid on this for now? I don't want to worry people unnecessarily.
Oh, under this regime, the story will not leave this office. Oh, under this regime,
Absolutely. Under this regime,
the story
it will not leave this office.
Not leave this office. No, absolutely. Under this regime, I will not leave this office. No, absolutely. Under this regime, I will not leave this office. Oh no, absolutely. Under this regime, I will not leave this office. Oh no, absolutely. Under this regime, I will not leave this office. Under this regime, I will not leave this office. No. No, absolutely. Under this regime, I will not leave this office. No, absolutely. Under this regime, I will not leave this office.
You guys gotta update your resumes, just like I'm doing.
You guys gotta update your resume, just like I'm doing. I bet it's gonna be me.
I bet it's going to be me. Probably
I bet
it's going to be me.
it's gonna be me. Okay. Do you think you want to add an agenda?
All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda?
Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Alright, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Alright, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Alright, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Alright, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda?
All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Wanted to add to the agenda. You wanted to add to the agenda. Anything you wanted to add? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda?
Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. 이게 너무 add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda.
All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda?
Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Add to the agenda. Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything? Was there anything? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything you wanted
No,
to
no,
add?
no, no, no. This is
No, no,
good.
no.
This is good.
Michael.
This is fine.
I've told him the same as you. I've told him the same as you.
Listen, okay,
Excellent.
don't panic.
Although
haven't
alarm
made
bells
it-
are kind of going.
We haven't made any decisions yet. I've spoken to Josh and Stanford.
Okay.
I've told him the same as you.
I've told him the same as you. I've told him the same as you.
Am I going to tell them? No, I'm not going to tell them. I don't see the point of that.
I don't see the point of that. I don't see the point of that. I don't see the point of that. I don't see the point of that. I don't see the point of that. I don't see the point of that. I don't see the point of that. I don't see I don't see the point of that.
Am I going to tell them? No, I'm not going to tell them. I don't see the point of that. As a doctor, you would not tell a patient if they had cancer.
As a doctor, you'd not tell. As a doctor, you'd not tell a patient if they had cancer. Pass.
Ryan Howard from the temp agency.
Ryan Howard from the temp agency. Temp agency요. The temp agency. 확실한 건가? 저의 죄를 인정한다고? 아니겠지. Ryan Howard from the temp agency.
Ryan Howard from the temp agency. Ryan Howard from the temp agency. Daniqua sent me down to start today.
Send me down to start today. Ted Nichols. 데니칸데? 왜 테드지? Send me down to start today. Send me down to start today. Send me down. Send me.
Daniqua sent me down to start today.
테드잖아. Nichols. Ted Nichols.
Ryan Howard from the temp agency. Daniqua sent me down to start today.
Ted Nichols sent me down to start today. Send me down to start today.
Question: how long do we have to act?
Do you mind if I take it?
Oh, Todd Packer, terrific rep. Do you mind if I take it?
Do you mind if I take it? Do you mind if I take it? Do you mind if I take it?
So do you think we could keep a lid on this for now? I don't want to worry people unnecessarily.
Oh no, absolutely. Under this regime, I will not leave this office. Oh no, absolutely. Under this regime, I will not leave this office.
No, absolutely.
No.
Under this regime,
This regime,
it will not leave this office. Just
I will not leave this office. Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda? Was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda?
All right, was there anything you wanted to add to the agenda?
I don't see the point of that. I don't see the point of that.
am I going to tell them? No, I'm not going to tell them. I don't see the point of that.
I don't see the point of that.
Ryan Howard from the temp agency.
Ted Nichols sent me down to start today. 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 Send me down.
Ryan Howard from the temp agency. Daniqua sent me down to start today.
Send me down to start today. 슝 2개 하는데 20분. 아, 이것도 안 되겠다. 두 개로 바꿔야겠다. 하나로 바꿔도 돼, 다시. 하나씩만 할까? 병날 걸리겠네. 그래도 해야지. 너무 Why are you guys yelling at us when we're way upstairs? Why are you guys yelling at us when we're way upstairs? Why are you guys yelling at us when we're way upstairs? Why are you guys yelling at us when we're way upstairs?
Why are you guys yelling at us when we're way upstairs?
What is the penalty?
You just take it down a notch. Take it down a notch. Let's take it down a notch. Let's take it down a notch.
Gloria, they're 0-6. Let's take it down a notch.
Let's take it down a notch. Let's take it down a notch.
Just text me.
All right, that's not going to happen.
Wow, you're not wearing those pants. Wow, you're not wearing those pants. Wow, you're not wearing those skirt인가 뭐지? Wow, you're not wearing those skirt.
And wow, you're not wearing that outfit.
Wow, you're not wearing that outfit. Wow, you're not wearing that outfit.
Kids! So would you get them?
So you got that? 이걸 했어.
Hi, I'm Gloria Pritchett, Manny's mother.
Oh, this must be your dad. Her dad. Yeah. Oh, this must be your dad. Her dad. Yeah. No, that's funny. Actually, no, I'm her husband. No, that's funny. Actually, no, I'm her husband. Don't be fooled by the, Give me a second here.
Hi, precious. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, precious. Hello.
Hi.
we just adopted her from Vietnam, and
Vietnam. 하필 비엔남이야. 아이고야. 하필 병. 아이고야 깜짝이야. Once owned in a fortress tremendous freedom. 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 The fortress.
Once earned, it affords us tremendous freedom.
Once earned in a fortress tremendous freedom. Once earned.
Laid to rest on a Monday. After the funeral, all the residents of Wisteria Lane came to pay their respect.
As people do in these situations, they brought food. As people do in these situations, they brought food.
Will do in these situations, they brought food.
It tastes like it's burned and undercooked. It tastes like it's burned and undercooked.
Soup. It tastes like it's burned and undercooked.
No, I'm so looking forward to the day that I get to put you in a nursing home.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Andrew, but my plan is to have an embolism and to die young.
I might be not gonna. It might not be. It might not be easy. It might not. Oh.
Yeah, well, we're all rooting for you, but you might not be so lucky.
You might not be so lucky. You might not be so lucky. I'm really grateful for everything you're doing. I'm really grateful for everything you I will take care of everything until you're back to do it yourself. I will take care of everything until you're back to do it yourself. I'll take care of everything until you're back to do it yourself. I'll take care of everything until you're back to do it yourself. I'll take care of everything. 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 I'll take care of everything until you're back to do it yourself. I'll take care of everything until you're back to do it yourself.
I'll take care of everything until you're back to do it yourself. And you will be soon.
I'll take care everything until you're back to do it yourself. I'll take care everything until you're back to do it. I think we should have a toast. I think we should have a toast.
Some champagne. I thought we should have a toast.
The next day, my relationship with her husband was considerably cooler.
Can you casually mention how much I paid for your necklace? Can you casually mention how much I paid for your necklace?
Do Mason at this thing. I want you to casually mention how much I paid for your necklace.
Why don't
I wanted to casually mention how much I paid for your necklace. I wanted to casually mention how much I paid for your necklace. I wanted to casually mention how much I paid for your necklace. I wanted to casually mention how much I paid for your necklace.
You for? And what was the first thing you did? You hugged him and invited him to a party.
Okay.
Maybe part of you does hate him, but maybe part of you still hung up on him. Maybe part of you does hate him, but maybe part of you still hung up on him. 이게 뭐야?
The analysis part of this evening is now over.
There's no.
Hey.
많이 했어.
Where are you guys going? Don't you want to stay and see the cockamouse?
Cockamouse?
You never really know what's up ahead. One night you're cruising along, enjoying the ride, and then all of a sudden, you're 28.
You never really know what's up ahead. You never really know what's up ahead. What? You never really know what's up ahead. What's up ahead? What's up ahead? You never really know what's up ahead. You never really know what's up ahead. You never really know what's up ahead. You never really know what's up ahead.
You are unbelievable, Marshall.
There are two big questions a man has to ask in life.
You plan out for months. You plan out for a month.
One you plan out for months. The other just slips out when
Do those dumb little fluff pieces at the end of the news, you know, like, Monk, you can play the ukulele.